Hello everybody, how do you doodly do? I'm in Las Palmas and I see the camera is shaking from the wind. I hope you can hear me well. I'm here to look at this huge 55-foot one-off built boat made in Sweden, who's got all the features we're looking for. But the question is it too big for us? Can I handle this alone? I wouldn't want to go out with it right now, but then again I never sailed a boat this big. So it's the big question. But I'll give you a tour of the boat. Come along. Yes, this is how the stern of the boat looks like. We got the helm station. And here you got a little bit of a sun deck before you enter. Climbing down into the boat. You can see this is a beautiful deck saloon boat. Lots of seating space. An inside helm. With the radar and everything and a great view outside. Over here, one step down, is the galley. It's a huge galley, lots of storage, lots of space. Microwave oven. There's even an induction heater. Refrigerator. Actually, there's no freezer in the galley. Over here is the sink. And some shelf space. And you're also connected to the saloon. Okay, let's see the guest toilet. It's actually pretty big for a boat like this, but there's no shower in here. Just the toilet and the vanity. Going forward in the boat, here is one of the guest cabins. It's actually a walk-through cabin. Here are the beds. 2 people can comfortably sleep here. 3 I think is too much. And the last guest cabin in the front. It's a huge bed. You can sleep here very comfortably. Not much storage here because on this side you have the shelves Opposite, you got the other bunks behind there, so there's no storage. Although in here you have two huge lockers, one with shelves and one hanging locker. And once again, go back in the saloon. You have a sofa here that can easily also be slept in. A huge locker over there. It's quite a steep ladder to walk when you're going outside. Though it's very solid and there's a lot of grip, so shouldn't be a problem. And you got the saloon area with the little bar underneath, and there's a tiny TV, much too tiny. Yeah. To the master's bedroom. There's lots of storage. Oh, you can see I just stored my everything on the bed for now, but I haven't moved in. It's not my boat yet. Two big lockers with shelves behind there. Here's the mast coming down, and you got these huge lockers here, and they're deep too, so you can really store a lot here. This is the mast of the ketch. Okay, we're going through. In here we got a small toilet. And you turn around and you come to the shower. There's also a bench you can sit on while showering. It's quite big actually. I think it's hard to show you how big it is. There's the generator. It's I think it's a 4 kilowatt Fisher Panda. I just want to show you the amount of storage on this boat. There's quite a lot of systems and quite a lot of storage all around, especially in the flooring and down below the bunks and everything. And I'm gonna show you in the back of the sofa there is a brand new water maker. That's good for us when we plan to sail for a long time. You don't want to be dependent on going in to fill water each and every day. There's actually 3 different heating systems on this boat, included central heating. So it's very good. What it lacks is air conditioning, because on a day as today in Las Palmas is 30 degrees Celsius out. And in this heat, this boat actually has a lot of windows to let the heat in. And there's not so many hatches to keep it ventilated, so an air condition would be nice, if not to install another hatch in the ceiling. So we're going up from below to this little sun deck. Oh. Now we'll have a walk around the boat. These are amazingly big 68 inch Anderson winches, and behind you see the 46 inch. It's getting really small when you compare them. They made some transoms on the side because this boat is very narrow on the back, and they look safe enough. And there's also solar panels on the back right here, and you can put a bimini top on top of here. On the side here you can see the life raft. It's covered up for sun protection. Oh, let's turn away from the sun. Just gonna get in front here. There's always also a big transom on the front, and the furler and everything. I think the main issue here is that you have a forestay in the back of the furler for smaller sails, and there's no furler on this one, which means that if you're gonna tackle, you have to pull the Genoa all the way in before you tackle to the other side, and that could be a pain in the ass on such a big boat. It's got a really high mast. It's 20 meters to the top. That's huge. So I'm a little worried, can I handle such a big sail on my own? There's a lot of square meters there. It's got nice doors for vent, so that's good. Bottom of the mast is almost a Christmas tree of winches for everything. These are huge, and there are smaller reefs, smaller winches for the reefs up here. After seeing Emma of Norrtälje in Las Palmas, I flew to Greece to see this Ferretti Altura 422. It is actually kind of a sailboat on a motorboat layout.
You want to take pictures first? Or you're...
Yeah, just look at it a little bit.
Take your time. What is the asking for the height?
Yeah?
Oh, it's here.
It's very tall.
Yeah.
In France, I wear shoes on the Passerelle and the Captain Louise is praying. I go on one yacht in France.
Yeah.
I go on the Passerelle with shoes with the Captain.
Okay. when I had two tourist big boats, I made cruises, and it's different. But here it's okay. If I would have a carpet, I would ask you to put the shoes on. This one, Garmin, that is perfect for the outside steering.
Yeah.
Ό,τι θέλεις, Willy, με ρωτάς,
As you can see, this boat is very compressed. It feels like this design is very beautiful, but it needs to be a few foot bigger. In this cabin you cannot even close the door without stepping up in the beds first. You see, it's very difficult to film in here because there's not enough room. You can't capture the design of the boat on video. After having seen the big 55-foot in Las Palmas, you can truly imagine how claustrophobic this boat feels. One thing is that you don't have the storage inside, but you don't have storage for any gear on the outside either. There just wouldn't be any room to have your diving gear, your kites, your electric scooters and everything that I have just now. There's no place to put it. However, I did like the design of the boat. It's very different from all the other sailboats that I've been looking at. It feels, like I said before, a little bit like a motorboat. It's quite an interesting design. And with two engines, I think maybe it's a little bit like controlling a catamaran.
Electrical, shaft, sails. Ferretti of 84. And this is a boat of 84. Look.
Yeah, looks good.
No, it's the papers are made by hand.
I have all the drawings. See, whatever. Of course, some things have been changed, but the main principal things like the tanks, the piping. Here, the refrigerator, the oven.
So
And
here,
here I have my personal things now.
yeah.
Yeah, very, you know, they make it like this, so when the boat's rolling, they don't open.
Yeah.
Because if it was here, it would open normally. But it's difficult to open, you know,
Yes.
so they make it all this that way. Λοιπόν, 16, between 16 17 tons. Long keel, my friend. Beautiful
long
sea
keel.
going, yes.
Have lead here?
I believe lead, I'm not sure.
Lead,
But
but
I
keel is
believe.
fiberglass.
Yes, of course.
Is fiberglass coming down?
From the outside, yes, yes. I have pictures, but not with me.
It's long.
It's long keel, like this till the
It's
end.
long keel, it must sailing by itself.
I tell you, you go like this and it goes. Yeah.
Is it a fast sailor?
Except
She is fast for her tonnage. She is fast for her meters and tonnage. I mean, with a force of 5, of 4. Only with Genova, I'm going 4.6, 4.5, 4.7. Only with Genoa.
But
Only with Genoa.
normal good sailing, you do 7 knots
Yes. Normal. Without sail or with sails?
with sails?
With sails, yes, 6 to 7 if you put 3 sails together.
6 to 7 knots. Yeah. And by engine, you go
7.
7.
7, but what I was going to do, or what I'm planning to do, because I believe the propellers are small for the engines, because they made them small so they don't drag a lot when you make sails. If you change the pitch 200-300 RPMs down, let's say now with 3000 RPMs it goes 7 knots. If you change the pitch, you know, which is not very expensive, not at all, then you will get 8 with 2800 RPMs. Because if you go like this,
With
you see,
both engines.
yes, if you go like this, you should go like this, like a car, which is not normal, because they're very light. The engines are very light for the engine.
All in all, the Ferretti Altura was a very nice boat, but they had maximum all the space. There was not much room for storage anywhere. It was kind of a narrow hull. It wasn't so wide, so it really, yeah, everything was tight and compact and small. But I liked the design of the boat. However, the cockpit was very wide, and I don't know how it would be sailing in rough weather in this cockpit. Also, all the sails were controlled from the foot of the mast. There were no controls from the cockpit other than the Genoa winches. So maybe it was not so easy to sail single-handedly. Well, anyway, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and write a comment. I always like to read what you think about my videos, and especially the boats I've been seeing now. There is still some boat shopping left to do. Next week I will take you to Germany to see the disastrous catamaran I signed contract for. So see you next week.